everyone, I am ALIYA as a moderator and welcome to our podcast session. This episode is part of our BTM454 Technology Management course assignment, where we explore how technology strategy shapes innovation and competitiveness in real-world organization. Today, we will analyze TikTok, one of the most influential digital platforms of our generation, through the lens of technology management, innovation strategy, and commercialization success. We will talk about TikTok's technology strategy, the challenges it faces, its objectives, and the lesson learned from both its success and failures. Joining me today are my teammates AMALINA, AISHAH, and SALEHAH. Hi everyone.
Hi ALIYA. Hi ALIYA, really looking forward for today's discussion. TikTok is a great example of how technology can reshape industries. Totally agree. It's fascinating to see how an app that started with short videos became a global trendsetter.
And what's more interesting is how their strategy in using data, innovation, and algorithms made them stand out from competitors.
Now, let's begin with the first segment, technology strategy. AMALINA, could you share your thoughts on TikTok's overall strategy and why it's so powerful?
Sure. TikTok's main technological strength lies in its artificial intelligence AI-driven recommendation system. The app collects and analyzes user behavior such as the video you like, the comment you leave, and even how long you watch a clip to create a personalized For You page. This algorithm does not just rely on what's trending globally, but learns each user's preferences. That's why your feed is totally different from mine. It's a clear example of data-driven personalization, which is a key technology strategy for users' engagement. Exactly. This shows that TikTok's innovation isn't only about fun features, but also it's about using AI as a strategic tool to understand behavior and deliver relevant content instantly. Another smart move is how TikTok interface is designed. It's completely mobile first and optimized for vertical videos. Everything is simple swipe, view, like, and repeat. This design encourages high engagements and keeps people scrolling for hours.
Adding to that, TikTok applies a strong localization strategy. The platform adjusts its recommendations to suit local cultures and languages. For example, content that trends in Malaysia may be different from what's popular in Korea or the United States, but each feels locally relevant.
They also use what we call a closed feedback loop. Every user action gives the system new data to learn from, allowing TikTok to improve continuously. And don't forget, their technology integration strategy. TikTok combines multiple technologies: AI, big data analytics, cloud computing, and video editing tools to create a seamless experience for users and creators alike.
Good point. So to put simply, TikTok's technology strategy combines AI-based personalization, mobile-first design, localization, and continuous innovation. These elements have allowed it to dominate the social media landscape and keep users highly engaged. Let's move on to the next segment. Now that we understand TikTok's strategy, let's look at the challenges it faces and the goals it aims to achieve. SALEHAH, can you start us with the main challenges?
Sure. One major challenge is data privacy and security. TikTok collects a massive amount of user data, which has led to concerns about how that data is stored and used. Some countries like India even ban it, while others like the US continue to question its privacy practice.
That's true. TikTok must comply with strict global laws like GDPR, which protects user privacy in Europe. It forces companies to clearly explain what data they collect and how it's used or face serious penalties. Managing these regulations across multiple countries is complex. TikTok also struggles with content moderation, with millions of videos uploaded daily. Preventing misinformation or harmful content is tough, although they use AI and human reviewer, errors still occur.
On top of that, competition is fierce. Platforms like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels have copied TikTok's short-form video model. TikTok needs to continuously innovate to stay relevant.
That's right, and despite these challenges, TikTok still has clear objective. AISHAH, can you tell us more about them?
Of course, TikTok's main goal is to stay the global leader in short-form videos contents by focusing on engagements, creativity, and inclusivity. It also aims to empower creators through features like TikTok Shop and the Content Creator Funds, helping them earn income and build careers.
TikTok also wants to evolve into a complete digital ecosystem, not just a social media app. It's merging entertainment, marketing, and commerce, and that's what makes its technology strategy so dynamic.
So, TikTok's objectives clearly focus on growth, user engagement, and long-term innovation while addressing its ongoing challenge. Let's proceed to segment 3, Playlist and Success Story, which is the last part before we get into the Q&A session and conclusion. Now let's talk about TikTok's performance, both its success stories and its failures. Amalina, maybe you can start us with the success side.
Of course, Alia. TikTok rise has been incredible. It reached over 1 billion active users globally in record time and became the most downloaded app in 2021. That's an amazing achievement in tech history.
TikTok also changed how content goes viral. It transformed ordinary users into influencers and musicians into global stars. For example, songs like Old Town Road, you know right?
Yes.
Become hits because of TikTok trends.
And don't forget how it influenced marketing. Brands now use TikTok as a main advertising tool, creating challenge, hashtags, and influencer campaigns to reach younger audience. The introduction of TikTok Shop also gives small business and entrepreneurs a new way to reach customers directly through live selling, combining entertainment and online shopping.
However, TikTok has also faced failures and criticism. As we mentioned, data privacy concern led to app bans in certain countries. That's a huge market loss.
Yes, but don't forget, there's also the trust issues where users and government are still skeptical about how much personal information that the app collects. These controversies show that even technology's innovations has social consequences.
But still, TikTok's ability to recover and adapt is impressive. It responded to criticism by introducing stronger data protection and increasing transparency. That's a clear example of strategic resilience in technology management.
Exactly. TikTok's journey demonstrates how success in technology isn't just about innovation, but also about managing risk, reputation, and adaptation. Before we close, let's have a quick Q&A session to wrap up our insights. Amalina, what's one lesson other companies can learn from TikTok's success?
Definitely the value of personalization through AI. When technology serves user needs directly, engagement skyrockets. But it is also important to use data ethically.
Good point. AISHAH, do you think TikTok Shop will continue to grow?
Yes, of course. TikTok Shop has strong potential because it merges entertainment and shopping. As long as TikTok keeps improving buyers' safety and trust, it can lead the future of social commerce.
Lastly, SALEHAH, what's TikTok's biggest challenge moving forward?
This challenge will be regulation and ethical AI use. With global governments enforcing stricter laws, TikTok must prove that its technology is safe, transparent, and respectful of users' rights.
Thank you everyone. Nice insight. Now let's wrap things up. Today we explored TikTok's technology strategy, its major challenges, and how it became a disruptive force in the tech world.
Lastly, TikTok proved how innovation and user understanding can build a global empire.
And it reminds us that technology must always balance creativity with responsibility.
Exactly. TikTok's journey shows how disruption, when managed strategically, leads to lasting impact.
Beautifully put. Thank you for joining us for our podcast session, TikTok Distributing the Digital World. But do remember, TikTok sometimes can be harmful if you did not use correctly. We hope you enjoy listening. Bye!
Bye!
See you next time. Bye!
Bye.